Well, for Bellevue's canine unit, some things that just wouldn't happen without public support. Donations have helped purchase police service dogs and then all the protective equipment that comes with it, too.
For the 5th year now, Karray's Cafe has organized a day of activities to raise money for the unit. And that's where you come in.
We all come in, that's right. Owner Karen McNutt is here alongside Officer Joe Gray and Murph.
Hi, Officer. Good to see you. And Karen, nice to have you on the show.
Good morning.
Murph is well behaved. We'll get to Murph in a second. But why do you host this event every year?
Well, I believe that the community really needs to have canines, and they're mainly done off of donations. If they do have a budget in the police department, it's one of the first ones that would get cut. So without the donations for the dogs, we wouldn't have one.
Yeah. So you organize this day of activity so everybody can come and enjoy themselves and support the department.
Exactly.
What do you have planned tomorrow?
Well, we have a clown that comes in for kids. We do fingerprinting. We'll have the dogs, either one or all the dogs there. We'll have something on display, and then the officers or somebody associated with police department wait tables, and all the tips go to the dogs.
That's great.
This picture is great. I love how it's got the apron around the waist.
Is that you, Officer Gray?
It is.
Yeah, that's you working.
Are you very good at it?
No, I was terrible.
Terrible. You messed up all the orders, but I'm sure the customers were happy to see you.
That's okay.
They had somebody shadow us, so we didn't mess them up that bad.
Right. Well, explain a little bit about Murph. Murph's relatively new to the Bellevue Police Department, right?
He is. He's only been on with the police department for 6 months now. So he's young. He's 3.5 years old, but he is just still progressing along. So he's still in training. He's certified, but he's still learning new things all the time.
They get better and better as they age, right?
Yeah. What goes into training? Give us an idea.
They go through 12 weeks of training, narcotics and patrol, because all our dogs are dual purpose. Then they, once they've certified, we train weekly. Every Tuesday we train with other agencies and do a vast variety of different types of patrol scenarios and drug scenarios.
Yeah, what's their work schedule like? I know you do a lot of continuous training with the dogs, but when they're out working the streets, how often is that?
They work the same as I do. So it's we have a rotating schedule. We work 10-hour shifts.
What's most impressive, I think, is to see the dogs in action and how skilled they are when we talk about why they're important to the force and keeping all of us safe. Is there anything you can show us today, Murph's capabilities?
I do have a little bit of a drug find set out.
Okay.
So hopefully he will
Did you
find
stash something in here already?
I did.
You did, okay.
I did.
Mary?
I have.
Come on, where is it?
Stop it. So what should we do? Do you just want us to stand to the side?
You can stand here. I'm going to search this back area.
Okay.
And we'll see if we can locate it.
We'll stand and watch.
Let's do
Thank
it.
you.
Gift. So you see he found it.
Down,
He stops, he will sit and lay down. And obviously it's right back under here, and he's waiting for a toy, which I have for him. There you go.
Oh, there
So
he's waiting for the toy.
yeah.
So that's his treat
So
after the find, huh?
It's that little capsule that you tucked underneath
yep.
the...
Is it that capsule under here?
It's where
That's
where it
correct.
was.
Can I grab that?
You can.
And look at Murph. He's ready to play now. Listen, I did my job.
And that's
How
what he
sensitive
does.
are their noses compared to ours that they're able to detect these things?
Like 5,000 times stronger than ours.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable. So the
And that's
money
what he's
raised
looking for.
tomorrow, when Karen opens up her business and dedicates her time and gives you an entire day to get donations in, what are your needs right now where you'll use that money?
Well, we really appreciate the public donating for us. But right now, we just retired a dog, PSD Spike, retired.
We saw him on the news last night.
Correct. Last night was his last shift he worked. So we'll go into selecting a new handler since Officer Franks was promoted to Sergeant Franks, and then we'll have to purchase a new dog here shortly.
And they're fairly expensive?
They're expensive, aren't they? The training.
$8,500 to $10,000 a dog.
Oh my gosh.
And then a 12-week training course after that, which we do here in Bellevue.
Oh, so the dog is $8,000 to $10,000, and then the training after that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is additional cost. All right, Karen, so make a case for why we're coming to see you tomorrow. Give us one last plug.
Well, all I can say is that the dogs are worth having around. They're there for the community, they're there for the people, and they're the ones that we need to support, because without the dogs, there's a lot of situations that we couldn't handle without them. So
Karray's Cafe, what do people need to know before they show up?
that we're just going to have a good time down there. It's going to be from 8 to 2 o'clock. Everything's just going to be going on. All we do is just have a lot of fun, enjoy ourselves, and donate to the dogs.
What are we ordering for lunch? If we're coming to your restaurant, what's the best thing on the menu, do you think?
Gosh, there's nothing I don't like on the menu, but I'd have to say the hot beef or hamburgers.
Oh yeah, the hot
Karen.
beef.
Homemade hot beef. so.
Everything there, right? It's like
Everything.
warms your soul kind of food. Karray's Cafe in Bellevue for the 5th year now, supporting the K-9 unit, bringing in donations. If you'd like to learn more about how the department uses that money, we encourage you to go to facebook.com/BPDK9, the number 9, and there's the address again. And then if you'd like to send in donations, if you're unable to join Karen and her team and the officers and the dogs in Bellevue tomorrow, but you are still compelled to support the department, we encourage you to send any checks you like, just attention K-9 unit, to the address there on the screen. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Karen and her husband Ray doing some good stuff in Bellevue.
Officer, thanks
Nice
for
to meet
coming.
you.
Same
Yeah,
here.
Thanks,
appreciate it. Good
Officer
to see
Gray.
you.
We
All
appreciate
right.
your time today.
So how does a guy go from being a systems analyst to a stand-up comedian? Josh Sneed is going to explain later in the hour.
First, the Village Point Farmers Market and some of the groups and causes you can connect with this summer.